Hi, this is Anita from Real Estate Crunch. Today we're going to talk a little bit about when is the best time of the year for you to buy a home. Now, this is not about selling a home, this is about buying a home. So, timing in real estate can be very important, and there can be many reasons why it matters. One could be home prices. During certain times of the year, home prices can go up. If it's a peak time of the year, the home prices will go up. If there's a lot of competition, you might find the home prices going up. If, the seller's not really motivated, or, it depends really upon the seller's motivation themselves, and also what the mortgage rates are can all affect when really is the best time to be able to buy a home. So let's talk a little bit about some of the what's usually considered to be the peak season for buying a home. Peak season for buying a home is spring and summer. There's many reasons for that. A lot of times for a lot of homes, there's families. The kids may be in school. The parents don't want to take the kids out of school. They don't want to move them halfway through the school year. So in other words, they will wait until the end of the school time and then they will sell their home. It's also for many parts of the world, especially in the United States, the weather's better then, the houses look better then, and everything looks better. So the sellers, want to sell in the spring and in the summer. So there can be more inventory too then during the spring and summer time. The disadvantages of that too, of course, on the other side are that prices could be higher, that there may be more demand, so the demand could drive the prices up, and there could be greater competition. There could be many buyers looking for the same property, and you might have a harder time actually getting the property that you want. The fall and winter are considered to be the quiet times, and there's many reasons for this. Most people don't like to show their houses in the winter. The houses feel cold, especially if there's snow outside. So the advantage of buying in the fall or winter is usually get lower prices. You have fewer buyers on the market. Sellers may reduce prices to attract interest. They might say, look, we don't want to be hanging on to this for the next 6 months, so we'd rather just reduce the price and get moving. So you might find more motivated sellers than you would in the spring or summertime. There might be less competition. In other words, there might be fewer people looking at properties because, as we mentioned before, a lot of people look to move in the spring and in the summertime, and they don't look to move in the fall and the winter. So you might find that there could be less competition there. You might be able to find exactly what you're looking for. Some disadvantages could be that there could be limited inventory. There could very well be people that are going to be selling their home but are holding it off the market until the spring or summer. So you might find that even if there's people that have even moved out, they might just hold their home and wait. Or there just could be less inventory all the way around. And weather challenges, the colder weather, the snow might make it, harder for home inspections and viewing of the home a lot more difficult, especially if you're living in that kind of climate. So there's some considerations too we're going to talk here mostly now about within the United States itself. There's some considerations too. In the Midwestern United States, the peak activity is usually during the summer months when the weather is more favorable for house hunting. However, winter does present opportunities for buyers willing to brave the cold because sellers might be more motivated. Same thing with the Northeast. The Northeast gets snowy winters, which often slow down the real estate market. This makes late fall and early winter a great time to buy as sellers lower their prices to close deals before the year ends. Especially if you kind of get there at that peak time where they don't want to have to hang on to it to the spring or summer, or to the summer months, you might find somebody's going to be really motivated to sell. Spring will usually bring a surge of listings and activity, though it might come with higher prices and competition. In the southern United States, with milder climates, the market tends to remain active year-round. However, late summer and early fall can bring opportunities for sellers looking to finalize deals before the holiday season. Winter may reduce competition, so opportunities for sellers and for buyers to finalize deals. So really, late summer, early fall, kids are already kind of back in school. If you don't have children, you're not worried about that. You might be able to find yourself getting some deals and finding yourself some motivated sellers along the way who really want to be able to sell their property. In the West, spring and summer are the busiest seasons as mild weather and strong demand drive activity. Fall can offer savings in areas, too, where the seller might again be motivated to buy because they maybe want to get rid of their inventory before winter sets in. There can be some factors for you to consider. You need to consider things such as the market condition, what the interest rates are, your personal circumstances. In other words, if your job is going to change your job in the summer, but you're going to hold off until another time, it may not be the best time for you to decide to buy, but your own personal circumstances are things you need to look at, and tax benefits. And so, you need to do your research like anything you're going to do in real estate. You need to be ready to act when you need to act. Work with a good real estate agent. They can help you. They can let you know whether or not the seller might be motivated or not. And be flexible and inspect the house thoroughly. So whatever you do, make sure you really inspect the house and know exactly what you're buying. We've written a blog on this called The Best Time of Year to Buy a Home, Real Estate Market Insights. We'll put a link in the description for you to be able to check it out. We hope that you will check it out if you're interested in this and you're interested in the best time of year for you to buy your home. This is Anita from Real Estate Crunch. Thank you so much for listening. We sure do appreciate you, our listeners.